Joe's, Felicia's, anybody's face for that matter. Nobody knows what happened.
Oh, welcome home.
Thanks,
darling. Whoa, I heard you come in late last night and I thought you'd sleep in.
No, too much excitement, I guess.
Well, you take the day off. No business, and you can catch up and rest.
Thanks, I was hoping you would say that.
Well, help yourself to coffee.
Okay.
Kelly. Oh, yeah, Felicia, sure. She's here. Hang on.
Who is it?
Didn't say.
Hello.
Hi, Frisco. What time did your plane get in?
Oh, we flew back on a charter plane with Robert and Grant a little late.
Oh, Audrey coming up in the world. No wonder she couldn't sleep. You want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, it's coming up empty. I'll go in the kitchen and get some more.
What's the matter? Who was that?
It was Sean. We have to see Robert right now. Come on.
Tell me exactly what Sean said.
He said, don't talk, just listen. And then he said, get the crown and wait for further instructions.
Did he say when he'd call back, we might be able to put a trace on the call?
No, he just said someone would call later this afternoon or tonight.
She's supposed to wait in her room for the call, and they'll tell her where to deliver the crown.
Robert, he said if I don't do it, Anna would die.
Do you think he discovered the homing device?
Possibly. I sort of half expected this. Sean believes that he can't sell the treasure unless it's complete, thanks to our telegram.
And he's got everything but the crown.
What do I do when the call comes in?
I've got a plan in mind, but I'll fill you in later.
Still no signal from Anna's homing device?
Nothing since last night.
I did get a report on the helicopter that Sean chartered. It landed in Albany.
Albany?
Yeah.
Well, then you have some idea as to where they are.
All we know is they went to Albany from Love's Hope, got off the chopper and disappeared.
In what direction?
Oh, that's a good question.
The only thing we know for sure is that they didn't take a plane or any other public conveyance out of the area.
Yeah, well, at least we know it's Albany. We can start looking from there. Like, did they rent a car or something?
We're checking that.
What about Holly? Have you heard anything?
No. But it's all tied together. If Prescott's got Holly and the treasure, sooner or later, he's got to connect with Sean.
After he gets the crown.
Felicia, when Sean called you and said you'd be contacted, could you tell whether Sean was calling from a payphone? Did you hear anything that might give us an idea of where he was?
No, I couldn't tell.
One thing we know for sure. Sean won't leave the country until he gets the crown.
Yeah, and with Morgan and Sora's disappearance, it certainly points to that treasure being sold very soon.
Right. But I don't think it's going to be sold near Hong Kong or Switzerland.
Hong Kong, Switzerland? What do you mean? Wu has houses there?
He's also got a place in New York, and he's got one in Canada. Now, I got a call into a Lieutenant Murphy in New York who is at this moment trying to trace Wu's New York address. Let me get that. Come in, man.
Thanks, Robert. Hi, guys. Anything new about Holly?
No. We're going over Sean's cellular phone number accounts at the moment. However, they don't list the number of outgoing calls. Now, we know that he contacted Prescott, and he's probably on the move. Prescott was traveling away from the wedding train.
Here, take a look, man.
Thanks. How about Dana and the homing device? Still no signal?
No, nothing. Felicia here had a call from Sean. He wants her to deliver the crown.
To him personally?
No, he said someone would contact me later.
Good. Good. You set up that meeting, and then we follow whoever it is who picks up the crown right back to Donnelly.
Look, I don't like the idea of using Felicia as a decoy.
Now, don't worry, Frisco. Robert has a plan that will delay handing over the crown until we get some lead on where Holly is. You want to give him the plan now, Robert? Robert, what's the matter?
I don't know. Something's bothering me. Something I think I've missed.
Well, what is it?
It'll come to me. It's right there. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Damn it. This homing device would save us a whole lot of trouble if we could pinpoint where Anna is.
Right. If this is what they charge per mile, that means the call would have originated approximately 40 miles away.
Yeah, and this is where Sean was calling from.
So that means the call either went here, here, here.
Depending on whether Prescott was headed for New York or Canada.
we have some choice.
Scorpio.
Commissioner, Lieutenant Murphy here.
Yes, Lieutenant. What have you got for me?
Well, we checked out your man Wu's New York place. It's a co-op on East 65th Street.
What'd you find?
Well, not much. We talked to the doorman. He said he's been collecting the mail, but nobody's been in residence for some time.
Okay. Can you give me a 24-hour surveillance on the place?
You got it.
I want to know the moment anyone appears near that apartment.
Anything else?
Do you think you can track down Mr. Wu's Canadian home?
Well, we can try. I'll get back to you.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Well, anything?
Well, Wu's not in New York, and they're trying to locate where he lives in Canada.
We're still trying to figure out how Prescott was traveling.
Well, if he has the treasure, it's probably by truck.
Or train.
What do you mean?
Train. It's the one thing I've been trying to figure out, the one thing that's been bugging me. When I heard Holly scream, I was so shocked it didn't register. But now I remember. When Prescott answered, I heard something in the background. It was a train whistle. Could Prescott have been traveling north by train while we're traveling south?
As a diversion for what Donnelly was up to.
Maybe the wedding train was a diversion. Bert.
Yeah.
Get on the phone. I want you to check all of the train routes from New York going through New England on their way to Canada, all right?
Right. Get right on it.
Maybe. Just maybe 2 Pullmans were bought.
You know, Robert, that would make an awful lot of sense. I have been going crazy trying to figure out how I saw the treasure sealed in the floor of a Pullman, saw it covered with linoleum and then carpeting, and then had it suddenly disappear.
Maybe it was a different car.
Right.
I feel like a damn fool that I didn't think of that sooner.
Me too. What I still can't figure out is why they took Holly.
Robert, maybe he wanted to use her as some sort of insurance. That way he could make a trade with Holly for the crown.
I don't think even Sean would stoop that low.
You know, Robert, maybe it was just a case of Holly being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Here's me thinking that all this time she's been brooding over our marriage.
We're going to find her, Robert.
Robert, I put a call on all the railroads. If an antique Pullman car goes on any of the routes into Canada, we'll hear.
You still haven't told us what you want us to do when that call comes in.
I haven't. Just let me make one call, and all will be revealed. Yeah, Lieutenant Murphy, it's Scorpio again. Okay, listen, I'm taking the shuttle to New York. I think I've got a clue as to where my wife could be.
We sent this over from impound, Captain.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, Robert, here it is.
Okay. Thank you. Now, let's go over the plans one more time. Bert, you will take this crown and put it in the safe deposit box when you leave.
Right.
Grant will go with you as insurance.
Right.
All right. Do not take any calls today. Wait until tonight to answer the phone. Remember, the most important thing is to delay anything. You've got to give me time to find Holly.
What if he wants to know why I didn't take the crown out of the bank today?
Tell him you couldn't risk having it in your room.
You were waiting for a definite meeting to be set up.
And if he calls tomorrow, do we do the same thing?
Right. Just don't answer the phone until it's too late to get to the safety deposit box.
Wait a minute. Sean wants her to meet this guy alone. Now, there's no way in hell I'm going to let her go alone, Robert.
I don't intend to do that either, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. In the meantime, go along with whatever this guy says. Anything. We don't want to give him cause to bolt and run because he is going to ultimately lead us to Sean if Anna's homing device fails.
That's right. The longer you can keep him on a string, the more time we're going to be able to delay Sean selling the treasure.
And the more time I'm going to have to find Holly. Now, do we have it all?
I think so.
Frisco, how's your karate coming along?
Well, my boxing's better.
All right. I better get going. I'm going to catch that shuttle. Don't panic.
I'll try not.
We'll hold up our end, Robert.
I've got confidence in both of you. Remember, Grant and Bert are backing you up.
Good luck, Robert.
I'll be in touch with everyone. The more time I have, is the more time I've got to find Holly. And ultimately, the more time I'm going to have to find Sean and this wretched treasure.
Welcome back, Grant.
Hey, Ruby, how about 3 burgers with the works, okay?
You got it.
Ruby, if anybody calls me, will you tell them I'm not here?
You know?
Well, except Robert. There's this guy that keeps calling me, and I don't really want to talk to him.
I understand, but you're expecting Scorpio to call.
Well, no, he wants to talk to Frisco.
Right. Hey, how about that Aztec treasure at the bottom of the harbor? Read about it in the paper.
Yeah, right.
Can you believe it? Buried treasure in the harbor at Port Charles.
Well, I'm glad to see you're holding up so well after the wedding, Grant. I told Ruby I'm not here if anyone calls except Robert.
Did you ask any questions?
No. I just told her that Robert wanted to talk to you, and she just assumed it had something to do with the newspaper article.
Perfect. Now, try to relax.
The crown's safe. It's in the deposit box. Now we just hold tight until the call.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still nervous. I wish this whole thing was over with.
So do I.
Kelly?
Ruby, this is Robert. I'm trying to reach Frisco.
Oh, sure, he's right here. Hang on just a minute. Frisco, Robert Scorpio for you.
Great. Thanks, Ruby.
There you go.
Robert, we found anything else?
Nothing definite, but we're getting closer. Now, what's happening on your end? Any calls?
No. No one's called here, and we haven't been to Felicia's room.
Did you get the crown put away?
Mm-hmm. Safe and sound, and I have the key to the safe deposit box.
Good. Now, just make sure you don't answer Felicia's phone until tonight.
Oh, no, don't worry, Robert. We're not going to let you down.
All right. I'm going to stay right here until I've heard something. Now, the state police are doing a helicopter search for the train.
You know where to find us if you hear anything.
Be careful, will you?
Yeah. Hey, listen, good luck. What did he say? He said he thinks they're getting closer to finding Holly.
I hope she's all right.
Well, I'd hate to see what Robert would do if he wasn't.
I don't think Sean would hurt her no matter what he's done in the past.
But Prescott is another story. And Prescott's the one who's got her.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just trying to keep positive thoughts.
All right. Frisco, let's talk about your part in this. All right? What are your plans for the rest of the day?
No, I don't know. I'm just probably going to hang out in Felicia's room, wait for the phone.
All right. I think you should figure on hanging out there through the rest of the day and night if it's necessary, until that call comes in.
I think you're right.
All night?
If that's what it takes.
What are you going to tell Tony and Tanya your reason for not coming home is?
What do you mean, what am I going to tell Tony and Tanya? I don't have to tell them why I'm not coming home.
Felicia, don't answer the phone the first time that it rings. Sean's man will keep calling until he finally gets a hold of you. The later you talk to him, the better.
Just let it ring.
Mm-hmm. Just let it ring. And don't open the door for anyone unless you know exactly who it is.
Right. We won't take any chances.
When the call does come through, just try to be calm. If there's even a hint of danger, I want you to call me immediately. Robert would never forgive me if anything happened to either one of you.